Welcome to Bright Star. Today, we pay tribute to the unforgettable actors who brought Star Trek to life and have since left us. Legends like Leonard Nimoy as Spock, DeForest Kelley as Dr. McCoy, and Anton Yelchin as Pavel Chekov created iconic moments that fans will always remember. Join us as we look back at their incredible contributions to the Star Trek universe. Leonard Nimoy played Spock. Leonard Nimoy's portrayal of Spock became a cultural cornerstone, blending Vulcan logic with subtle human emotion. His nuanced performance highlighted Spock's internal conflict, making him both intriguing and relatable. Nimoy's stoic delivery added depth, establishing Spock as a lasting symbol of intellect and self-discovery, and helped elevate Star Trek into a cultural phenomenon. Birth date: March 26, 1931. Current age at passing: Leonard Nimoy passed away on February 27, 2015, at the age of 83, leaving behind a powerful legacy in science fiction and the arts. Beyond acting, Leonard Nimoy was a talented director, writer, and photographer. He directed 2 Star Trek films and the hit comedy 3 Men and a Baby, 1987. Nimoy's artistic versatility contributed significantly to pop culture and the science fiction genre. Nimoy received 3 Primetime Emmy nominations for Spock, as well as a Saturn Award. His contribution to Star Trek not only defined his career, but also brought depth and humanity to science fiction, making the character a beacon of reason, compassion, and curiosity. Nimoy began with small roles on TV before landing Spock, a role that catapulted him to global fame and turned him into a sci-fi icon. His strong foundation in acting, coupled with his unique approach to Spock, set a new standard for portraying complex characters in sci-fi. Born in Boston, Massachusetts, to a Jewish family of Ukrainian descent, Nimoy's love for acting began young, leading him to study acting at arts academies before his Hollywood breakthrough. Married twice, Nimoy had 2 children and was known for his dedication to family and community. He was also an accomplished photographer, poet, and advocate for cultural and scientific initiatives. Nimoy wrote 2 autobiographies, I Am Not Spock and I Am Spock, reflecting his complex relationship with the character. The Vulcan salute, Live Long and Prosper, was Nimoy's creation, inspired by a Jewish blessing gesture he remembered from childhood. His deep interest in science led him to host In Search of, a documentary series on mysterious phenomena, underscoring his genuine curiosity about the world. DeForest Kelley played Dr. Leonard McCoy. DeForest Kelley infused Dr. Leonard Bones McCoy with warmth, humor, and Southern charm, making him one of Star Trek's most beloved characters. As the compassionate and ethical chief medical officer, McCoy often served as the crew's moral compass. Kelley's quick wit and banter with Spock added a balance of emotion to the show, making McCoy a resonant sci-fi icon. Birth date: January 20th, 1920. Current age at passing: DeForest Kelley passed away on June 11, 1999, at the age of 79. His contributions to Star Trek and the sci-fi genre continue to be celebrated. Beyond his work on Star Trek, Kelley was well known for his roles in Western films and TV series, often portraying villains before Star Trek transformed his image as the beloved Doctor. McCoy. His legacy in Star Trek endures, with McCoy's character capturing the imagination of fans around the world. Kelley began his career with roles in westerns and dramas, typically as the bad guy. His transition to Star Trek was a major turning point, reshaping his career and legacy. Though he initially hesitated to join a science fiction series, his portrayal of McCoy became a defining moment, leading to lifelong dedication to the Star Trek franchise and its fans. Born in Toccoa, Georgia, Kelley was passionate about acting from a young age, despite coming from a conservative family background. He moved to California to pursue a career in film, where his deep, resonant voice and distinct mannerisms soon set him apart. Kelley was married to Carolyn Dowling for over 50 years, a rare achievement in Hollywood. Known for his humility and kindness, he valued privacy and simplicity, often keeping his personal life out of the spotlight. Kelley was reluctant to take the role of Doctor McCoy, concerned about being typecast in a sci-fi role, but it ultimately became his signature character. The nickname Bones is short for Sawbones, a slang term for doctor. Kelley's delivery of lines like "I'm a doctor, not a" became iconic catchphrases. Despite his status, Kelley was known for his humility and dedication to Star Trek fans, frequently attending conventions and connecting with viewers who saw McCoy as a symbol of compassion and humanity. Majel Barrett-Roddenberry played Nurse Chapel. Majel Barrett-Roddenberry brought compassion and resilience to Nurse Christine Chapel in Star Trek, making her a central, memorable figure in the USS Enterprise's sickbay. Known for her warmth and dedication, Chapel's unrequited love for Spock added depth, while Barrett-Roddenberry's chemistry with the cast made the character beloved in Star Trek history. Birth date: February 23, 1932. Current age at passing: Majel Barrett-Roddenberry passed away on December 18, 2008, at the age of 76. Her legacy lives on, not only in her acting, but also as an integral part of the Star Trek franchise. Aside from her role as Nurse Chapel, Majel Barrett-Roddenberry was known for her recurring role as Lwaxana Troi on Star Trek: The Next Generation, and as the iconic computer voice across multiple Star Trek series and films. As the wife of Star Trek creator Gene Roddenberry, she was instrumental in supporting the Star Trek legacy, both on-screen and off-screen, becoming known as the First Lady of Star Trek. Majel Barrett began her acting career in the 1950s, taking on roles in television series and films. She first appeared in Star Trek's original pilot as Number One, a role that was re-envisioned for Nurse Chapel. Her early work on Star Trek led her to become one of the franchise's most recognizable figures. Born in Cleveland, Ohio, Barrett studied at the University of California, Los Angeles. Her dedication to acting and her partnership with Gene Roddenberry made her an invaluable contributor to the Star Trek franchise. Majel Barrett married Gene Roddenberry in 1969, and they had one son together, Rod Roddenberry, who continues to preserve his parents' legacy through Star Trek-related projects. Barrett-Roddenberry voiced the computer on nearly every Star Trek series and film, making her voice one of the most iconic in sci-fi. Originally cast as Number One in the first Star Trek pilot, she was later recast as Nurse Chapel after the character was reworked. Known as the First Lady of Star Trek, she dedicated her life to supporting Star Trek, from conventions to creating content that celebrated her husband's vision. James Doohan played Montgomery Scott. James Doohan's portrayal of Montgomery Scotty Scott became iconic in Star Trek, bringing humor, skill, and dedication to the role of Chief Engineer. Known for his line, "I'm giving her all she's got, Captain." Scotty embodied Starfleet's hard-working and ingenious spirit. Doohan's self-crafted Scottish accent added unique charm, making Scotty a beloved character and a symbol of loyalty and resilience on the USS Enterprise. Birth date: March 3, 1920. Current age at passing: James Doohan passed away on July 20, 2005, at the age of 85. His legacy as Scotty endures, celebrated by fans worldwide. Outside of Star Trek, Doohan was a versatile voice actor and appeared in various TV shows and movies. He voiced multiple characters in Star Trek, the animated series, showcasing his vocal range. His contribution to Star Trek went beyond acting, as he often assisted with technical advice, and even influenced the development of the Klingon and Vulcan languages for the series. Doohan served as a lieutenant in the Canadian military during World War II, and was recognized for his bravery. He began acting after the war, transitioning from radio to television, where his varied voice work helped him secure the role of Scotty in Star Trek, a character that would define his career. Born in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, Doohan was the son of Irish immigrants. After his service in World War II, he pursued acting, studying at the Neighborhood Playhouse in New York, where he developed his voice and acting skills. James Doohan was married 3 times and had 7 children. He was known for his warmth and dedication to Star Trek fans, attending conventions, and often sharing stories of his time on the show. Doohan was instrumental in creating Scotty's Scottish accent, and even chose the character's heritage, feeling a Scotsman would make the best engineer. He sustained injuries during World War II, losing a finger in combat, a detail he cleverly hid during filming. Doohan's catchphrase, "Beam me up, Scotty," though never spoken verbatim on the show, became legendary and is forever associated with his character. Anton Yelchin played Pavel Chekov. Anton Yelchin's portrayal of Pavel Chekov in the Star Trek reboot brought fresh energy, blending humor, intelligence, and youthful enthusiasm. His lively personality and skillful Russian accent honored the original character while modernizing him for new audiences. Yelchin's chemistry with the cast enriched the team dynamic, highlighting the camaraderie of the Starfleet crew. Birth date, March 11th, 1989. Current age at passing. Anton Yelchin tragically passed away on June 19th, 2016, at the age of 27. Despite his short life, he left a lasting impact on both film and fans. Apart from Star Trek, Yelchin was known for his diverse range of roles, showcasing his versatility in both drama and action films. He earned critical acclaim for his performances in Like Crazy and Green Room, where his emotional depth and intense presence stood out, cementing his reputation as a rising talent in Hollywood. Yelchin began acting as a child and quickly gained attention for his talent and maturity on screen. By his teenage years, he had already established himself in Hollywood, transitioning from child star to promising young actor with ease. His early roles included appearances in television series and independent films, which laid the groundwork for his breakout roles in larger productions. Born in Leningrad, Soviet Union, now St. Petersburg, Russia, Yelchin's family moved to the United States when he was a baby. His parents were professional figure skaters, but Yelchin found his passion in acting from a young age, studying at the University of Southern California's School of Cinematic Arts. Anton Yelchin was an only child and remained close to his parents, who were deeply supportive of his career. He maintained a low-key personal life, focusing on his craft and connecting with fans through his dedication to his roles. Yelchin was passionate about photography and music, often playing guitar in his spare time. He idolized the original Chekov, portrayed by Walter Koenig, and was honored to take on the role in the reboot films. A documentary, Love, Antosha, 2019, was created to celebrate his life and work, highlighting his artistic talents, kindness, and impact on those who knew him. Ricardo Montalban played Khan Noonien Singh. Ricardo Montalban's portrayal of Khan Noonien Singh in Star Trek combined charisma, intensity, and menace, making him one of sci-fi's most iconic villains. Appearing in both the 1967 episode Space Seed and Star Trek II. The Wrath of Khan, 1982. Montalban gave Khan depth, exploring themes of vengeance and pride. His intense rivalry with William Shatner's Captain Kirk became a memorable part of Star Trek lore. Birth date: November 25th, 1920. Current age at passing: Ricardo Montalban passed away on January 14th, 2009, at the age of 88. His legacy endures in both sci-fi and film history. Beyond Star Trek, Montalban was celebrated for his role as the enigmatic Mr. Rourke on Fantasy Island, as well as numerous roles in film and television, where he showcased his versatility. His rich voice and distinguished demeanor allowed him to excel in diverse genres, from drama to comedy and action. Montalban received several awards and honors throughout his career, including a Primetime Emmy Award and the prestigious Screen Actors Guild Lifetime Achievement Award. His role as Khan was particularly celebrated, cementing him as a fan-favorite antagonist and an enduring figure in the sci-fi genre. Montalban began his acting career in Mexican cinema, before moving to Hollywood in the 1940s. He quickly gained recognition for his talent, becoming one of the first Latin American actors to achieve success in American cinema, breaking down barriers for future generations. Born in Mexico City, Montalban moved to the United States as a young man. He maintained a strong connection to his Mexican heritage and was a vocal advocate for Latino representation in Hollywood. Ricardo Montalban was married to Georgiana Young for over 60 years until her passing. He had 4 children and was known for his deep dedication to family and community, as well as his generosity in mentoring young Latino actors. Montalban's role as Khan was initially intended for a single episode, but his performance was so impactful that he was brought back for Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, creating one of the franchise's most iconic villains. Known for his distinctive, sonorous voice, Montalban became a popular voice actor later in his career, contributing to animated series and films. In his later years, Montalban founded the Nosotros Foundation, an organization dedicated to improving Latino representation in the entertainment industry, which has since become a significant advocate for Latino actors. Aaron Eisenberg played Nog. Aaron Eisenberg's portrayal of Nog, the first Ferengi in Starfleet on Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, brought depth and relatability as Nog evolved from a mischievous youth to a determined officer. Eisenberg's performance, filled with humor and resilience, made Nog a compelling character whose loyalty, ambition, and growth resonated with fans. Birth date: January 6, 1969. Current age at passing: Aaron Eisenberg passed away on September 21, 2019, at the age of 50. His legacy continues to inspire Star Trek fans and is celebrated for his impact on the franchise. Besides Deep Space Nine, Eisenberg appeared in various TV shows and films, often playing characters with unique traits. He became beloved by fans not only for his work on screen, but also for his involvement in Star Trek conventions, where he shared his experiences and love for the role of Nog. Eisenberg began acting in the late 1980s, taking on roles in genre films and television. His work on Deep Space Nine provided him with a unique platform to showcase his talent, and his portrayal of Nog became his defining role, celebrated by fans for its depth and growth. Aaron Eisenberg was born in Hollywood, California, and faced health challenges throughout his life, including being born with only 1 kidney. He underwent 2 kidney transplants but remained resilient, channeling his life experiences into his work. Eisenberg was married to Melissa Longo. Known for his warmth and humility, he was beloved by the Star Trek community and valued his connection to fans, with whom he shared his journey and personal struggles. Eisenberg's portrayal of Nog marked the first time a Ferengi joined Starfleet, adding a significant milestone to Star Trek history. Despite his health struggles, Eisenberg maintained a strong presence at conventions, sharing inspiring messages about resilience and positivity. Renee Auberjonois played Odo. Renee Auberjonois' portrayal of Odo, the shape-shifting chief of security on Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, brought depth and mystery to the character. As a changeling grappling with identity and belonging, Odo's internal conflict and unrequited love for Kira Nerys made him both vulnerable and strong, resonating deeply with fans. Birth date: June 1, 1940. Current age at passing: Renee Auberjonois passed away on December 8, 2019, at the age of 79. His legacy lives on through his extensive body of work and the lasting impact of his role on Deep Space Nine. Beyond Deep Space Nine, Auberjonois was celebrated for his role on Benson and his work in theater, film, and voice acting. His versatility allowed him to excel across genres, from comedy to drama. He received a Tony Award for his work in theater and was a beloved presence in television and film, known for his warm and captivating performances. Auberjonois received critical acclaim for his work, earning a Tony Award and several nominations for his contributions to theater. His role as Odo on Deep Space Nine became a fan favorite, and his influence in the Star Trek community was profound. Renee began his career in theater, quickly establishing himself as a talented stage actor. His transition to television and film showcased his adaptability, leading to memorable roles that spanned decades. His early work on shows like Benson and in films such as The Little Mermaid demonstrated his range, from comedic roles to dramatic, deeply layered characters. Born in New York City and raised in an artistic family, Auberjonois developed a love for performing early on. He trained at Carnegie Mellon University, where he honed his craft before launching his career in theater. Renee Auberjonois was married to Judith Mihalje for over 50 years, and they had 2 children. He was known for his kindness and generosity, both with family and fans, and he maintained a close connection to his Star Trek community. Auberjonois' role as Odo involved extensive makeup and prosthetics, but he embraced the challenge, believing it helped him connect more deeply with the character's sense of isolation and mystery. He was a talented voice actor, lending his voice to characters in animation, such as Chef Louie in The Little Mermaid, and in video games, including Fallout: New Vegas. Grace Lee Whitney played Janice Rand. Grace Lee Whitney's portrayal of Yeoman Janice Rand in Star Trek. The original series brought compassion, loyalty, and professionalism to the character. As Captain Kirk's trusted assistant, Rand symbolized Starfleet's strength and dedication. Despite her brief time on the series, Whitney's warm and relatable performance made Rand a lasting fan favorite in the Star Trek universe. Birth date: April 1st, 1930. Current age at passing: Grace Lee Whitney passed away on May 1st, 2015, at the age of 85. She is remembered fondly by fans and colleagues as a pioneering figure in Star Trek. In addition to Star Trek, Whitney appeared in numerous film and television roles during the 1950s and 60s, showcasing her versatility. Her role as Janice Rand extended beyond the original series, with appearances in several Star Trek films, illustrating her enduring connection to the franchise. Whitney began her career in the 1950s, taking on roles in theater and television. She quickly gained attention in Hollywood for her performances, leading to her casting on Star Trek. Although her role was limited to the first season, her impact on the series was significant, and she became a respected part of the Star Trek community. Born in Ann Arbor, Michigan, Whitney developed an early interest in performing, pursuing a career in Hollywood as a young woman. She overcame personal struggles and emerged as an advocate for those facing similar challenges. Grace Lee Whitney was married twice and had 2 sons. Known for her resilience, she was candid about her struggles with addiction and later became an advocate, sharing her journey to inspire and support others. Whitney's character, Janice Rand, was initially intended to be a significant part of Star Trek, but her role was reduced after the first season. Whitney co-authored an autobiography, The Longest Trek: My Tour of the Galaxy, detailing her experiences on Star Trek and her journey toward recovery and self-discovery. Christopher Plummer played General Chang. Christopher Plummer's portrayal of General Chang in Star Trek VI. The undiscovered country brought gravitas and charisma, making Chang a memorable Klingon character. With a love for Shakespeare, Plummer infused Chang with intellect and menace, embodying loyalty to the Klingon Empire. His dynamic rivalry with Captain Kirk added a Shakespearean tone that resonated with fans. Birth date: December 13th, 1929. Current age at passing: Christopher Plummer passed away on February 5th, 2021, at the age of 91. His distinguished career in film, theater, and television left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry. Beyond Star Trek, Plummer was widely celebrated for his work in The Sound of Music and in theater, where he performed in numerous Shakespearean roles. His career spanned nearly 7 decades, and he was known for his versatility and powerful stage presence. Plummer received critical acclaim and numerous awards for his work, including an Academy Award, making him one of the most respected actors of his generation. Plumber earned numerous accolades throughout his career, including an Academy Award for Beginners, a Golden Globe, and multiple Emmy and Tony Awards. His role as General Chang added a layer of sophistication and drama to Star Trek, cementing his status as a highly regarded figure in the sci-fi genre and elevating the film's thematic depth. Plummer began his career in theater in Canada and the United States, eventually becoming one of the most celebrated Shakespearean actors of his time. His transition to film and television saw him take on a wide range of roles, from historical figures to villains, establishing his reputation for versatility and dedication to the craft. Born in Toronto, Canada, Christopher Plummer was drawn to the arts from an early age and studied acting extensively. His commitment to classical theater and film made him a renowned figure in both Canada and Hollywood. Plummer was married 3 times and had 1 daughter, actress Amanda Plummer. Known for his intellect and wit, he was respected in the industry not only for his talent, but also for his passion for the arts and his dedication to his family. Plummer's love for Shakespeare influenced his portrayal of General Chang, who often quoted Shakespeare in Star Trek VI. Plummer and the filmmakers collaborated to give Chang a unique, theatrical persona. Plummer was the oldest actor to win an Academy Award, receiving the Oscar at age 82 for Beginners. Known for his intense preparation, Plummer enjoyed embracing diverse roles throughout his career, spanning everything from romantic leads to complex antagonists, showcasing his range as an actor.